And it looks like we are live.
We are.
Excuse me.
Off to a smoking start already.
Wonderful.
Alrighty, guys. Well, so this is the second top 10. Well, we're not doing like a top 10 for next month because, let's be honest with you, I don't think we're going to be doing a top 5 best summer films because, let's be honest, I don't think you two have gone on to the movies in the past couple of months.
I've seen one movie in the theaters, and that was Mortal Kombat.
I'm pretty sure Lucas, you haven't seen anything either, right?
Yeah.
No.
I think, guys, just to let you all know, everyone in the chat, where's Romy? Well, we were supposed to have a particular person on, but I told him, hey, just give us reactions, and he said, I'll do my best, but I don't think he's gonna show up, if I'm being honest, which kind of disappoints me to that person. You know who you are. But next month, I plan on doing a solo top 5 best summer films at that point. Okay. Unless if you know what, I actually might then reach out to a couple of YouTube friends of mine to fill in the void, because I know some good friends. But anyway, so guys,
I think I know one of those.
You know a couple of them, Alex. I'm pretty sure you do. Let's see.
Right.
Where's Romy? I mean, I told him if he want to show up, he's absolutely more than welcome to. If not, it's okay because he was on the most overrated. But if y'all could not tell by the thumbnail, last month we did our most overrated movies. These are overrated movies. Now, I kind of cheated because I put Interstellar on there, which I shouldn't have, but I had needed one more movie on there anyways. But this is the exact.
How dare you cheat?
God forbid I cheat on an overrated list. But anyways, so this.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I know you are. But this is the polar opposite, where essentially anything that is marked as rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, essentially movies that are 59% or lower, is underrated. Any movies that critics didn't like but we liked is underrated. Basically, like the same thing as overrated. Critics things were like either certified fresh or Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, is underrated.
Sorry.
Turn that down.
I'm doing a comment.
No, that's okay. How Alex and Lucas, how's Joe?
He's good. He's good.
Okay.
I saw him the other day. He's good.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about him.
I know.
Okay,
yeah. Moving on. But yeah, so these are the films that, like I mentioned, critics did not like, but we saw something in these films that the critics didn't see, because here's the thing, guys. Opinions go around. Art is subjective, not objective. Enough said. Anyways, with all that being said, let's go to our not quite most underrated movies yet, but our honorable mentions. I actually have 10. You guys don't have as many movies, right?
3. I have 3.
I have 5.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to have Lucas go first, then we're going to have Alex, and then myself. So, Lucas, go ahead and give us your honorable mentions for your most underrated movies of the last decade.
Okay. If I could put movies that were right at 60%, they would be on the list. But since the rule is 59% or below, I had to make a couple changes last minute. So
yeah,
honorable mentions are The Judge.
That's a good one.
I actually I forgot we saw this
movie. Yeah,
we did the review together, and then I finally watched the trailer. I'm like, oh,
yeah, we did the review together, and by the way, that's one of my favorite intros that we've ever done.
It was a great intro. I have to watch that review again.
Correct.
But yeah, I just remember that movie. I'm like, oh wow, holy shit, I forgot to put that in. All right, I'll put it as an honorable mention. Then
there you go.
If the other 2 films I wanted to put on, they were right at 60%, but they cannot be on the list because it's 59% below.
I would say just mention them anyways for the hell of it.
I would probably say Draft Day. Right at 60%.
Yeah, I did not enjoy Draft Day. I know, I didn't. I wanted to enjoy it, but I didn't. Oh, yeah. Alex really dug it, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I just wish I don't know if it's on your list or not, but it sucks.
It can be because it's at 60.
Yeah. What was the other one that you were? I know those. I think it was Southpaw, right? You told me earlier.
Yeah, Southpaw was my other one, right at
Dude,
60%.
You know what I don't understand with Rotten Tomatoes at times? Like they'll have over 150 or 200 reviews, right? And then out of nowhere, years later, they have 50 more reviews added on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was originally like what 58%, and now it's at 60.
I thought it was 55, and then it got to 60.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Anyways, so those are your picks. So, Alex, what are your picks?
Okay, so I have 5 honorable mentions. One of them is Draft Day.
Oh, okay.
Breaking the rules a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Bad Santa 2.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
It was hilarious.
I thought it was funny, but
yeah.
All right, guys. It looks like we will have a guest joining us.
All right,
Tanner, I want you to leave right now. Go home. Go
get out of here.
Right
next
now.
up.
No. Don't
next up, Focus.
Really?
Oh, that's another good one. That's another good one.
Yeah, Focus.
The first half of that movie I dug. The second half just went.
Yeah, the second half of the movie kind of killed it for me.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh man, dude!
And the last one is Oz the Great and Powerful.
Never saw that movie.
I never saw it.
It was good.
I remember
Really?
Great
And
Gatsby,
the reason,
though.
and I'm wearing this Ray Finkel jersey because Ace Ventura is an underrated film because it has currently a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait,
I'm
the
surprised.
original. Wait, the
Ace
original
Ventura,
film or the
Pet
sequel?
Detective. The first one.
What's the score again?
49.
That movie's fucking hilarious.
I'm not
Wow, critics, I don't get you sometimes. I really don't.
That's my list.
Very
Alright,
nice.
Those are my.
So-
those are my honorable mentions. Sorry.
Here's for my 10 honorable mentions. Surprisingly enough, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I surprisingly liked more movies than I disliked. Then again, I'm kind of easier to please than a lot of other guys out there. So these are in no particular order. So and just no alphabetical order, just going down the list. Here we go. So first of all, X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay.
Earth to Echo, a really enjoyable found footage movie, I thought. Oh God.
Huh?
Oh God.
Austin, I swear to God. It's Fatty. It's the Fatty. Yeah.
Romy, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Look, the reason why back in February of 2008 I got a vasectomy.
2008.
February 2008.
Whoa.
All right, so we're just going over our honorable mentions for most underrated right now. I just did Earth to Echo and X-Men Apocalypse. Next up, As Above, So Below. Oh, I really enjoyed that movie a lot. Next up, then Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Lucas and I went to go see that.
Yes, we
God.
did. We'll be hearing that later in my list.
Next up, this isn't the thumbnail. The Accountant. I really enjoyed that one a lot.
That's actually
We'll talk about that as well.
that's a Miracle and the Warrior.
Gavin O'Connor. Yeah, Gavin O'Connor.
Mhm.
He also did The Way Back, which is really good. Also, Deliver Us from Evil. Then The Judge. Lucas, you mentioned that earlier.
I did.
Then 13 Hours. Then Out of the Furnace. That almost made it. It almost made it on my list. And then, oh God, you guys are going to kill me for having this on. This Need for Speed.
I didn't see it, so I really
okay. Need for Speed. Okay, I still enjoy Need for Speed to this day. Dude, the sound design in that film in particular still makes me shake in a good way.
My question wasn't Aaron Paul in that movie?
Yes, he
Jesse
was.
Pink, yes, he. I remember he was in that movie, but I just do not remember seeing.
I will say though that film has so many plot holes. It's not even funny. Need for Speed. It has a lot of them, but it's a plot that you know what Need for Speed isn't known for the plot. It's known for mainly just good racing and there's not a lot of races, but god dang those car sequences, I couldn't get enough of them. In all honesty. All right, guys. Now it is time to start off with
I see
number
how it
10.
is.
Ooh, number 10.
Number 10. All right, Lucas.
All right,
Okay.
I go up first. Okay, so with me, I'm actually going to include all the Rotten Tomatoes scores on my list.
There you go
So
for it.
you guys will definitely be able to see what the score is and what the film is. So my number 10, I actually think about Austin. I actually did see the sequel to this movie recently, at
Which one?
home, and we'll talk about it in a second. It was nowhere near as good as the original, which I thought was really damn funny, and it is The Hitman's Bodyguard at 43%.
That's a
Rotten
fun
Life.
movie right there. Fun
Well,
movie.
life gives you shit, you make Kool-Aid.
Exactly.
One of my favorite lines. I met my wife where Christian Mingle, and I actually laughed so hard when I heard
Oh,
Christian
dude, I
Mingle.
was dying. Christian Mingle. But yeah, Hitman's Bodyguard is my number 10. I really enjoyed the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. Come on, it's Samuel Jackson. Of course, he's going to say motherfucker in this movie at least once.
But of course.
TikTok, motherfucker.
Well, Lucas, it's better. Well, Christian, well, it's better than how you found your wife. Farmers only.
FarmersOnly.com. Fuck you.
Oh, Jesus God.
But anyways, this is a really good comedic duo. The second film, I actually did see the sequel. This film, The Hitman Bodyguard's Wife.
I didn't
No.
enjoy that film.
It
in all
was not good
honesty.
at all. It was so bad. It's like they took it's like when you had a vasectomy, they take the comedy as in the balls, they rip the fucking comedy out of the goddamn movie.
And you would
Not
know
even
about that.
No, I don't. I'm just saying. You fucking ass. I was trying to get Joker with throwing me. But anyways.
And the action is so bad in that movie too. It's
Dude, it's
terrible
like-
in Bodyguard.
It's like
Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
it went from like a fucking A grade action movie to a C, and it's not even that good, dude. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like the first one was really good and it was really still really successful, but unfortunately, critics just did not enjoy it. So that's why I really liked it, and I thought it was a fun time, definitely a fun time in the theaters, and it's a fun to watch, especially at home. So that's why it's my number 10.
I don't find Ryan Reynolds in anything. Deadpool 1 and 2, Buried.
Buried is so good. I mean, the ending I
Waiting.
know has a lot of mixed reactions, but I fucking
one?
love Buried.
Waiting.
Well,
Wait.
okay, as a person that works in the restaurant business,
Same.
that movie, I'm telling you, I relate to that movie in so many ways.
Don't
It's having funny.
Fuck with people that
People who-
work with your food.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I will say though, Ryan Reynolds is having a new movie come out soon though. That like
Which-
virtual VR
Oh
game.
yeah, Free Guy. I've heard good things about Free Guy. Surprisingly enough.
Hopefully it's good. I hope
Yeah.
it's good.
All right, Alex, what's number 10, buddy?
Number 10 for me, we got to go back to the year 2012 for this one. And this one currently has a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Shane, if you're watching this one's for you, buddy. Think about this. Wu-Tang Clan, Russell Crowe,
Oh, I forgot about this.
put them
movie
all
even
together,
existed.
you get the man with the iron fists.
Oh,
Dude,
wow,
I
that's-
forgot this movie even existed.
Dude, this movie was fun. This movie was absolutely fun. I
Mhm.
mean, it's action-packed, it's gory, it's a slaughterhouse. It's just amazingly fun, you know?
I'm sorry, Alex. This is the way that you put it. It was fun.
It is.
Okay.
It's fact. I'm not saying any lies.
You're not.
It's a fun movie.
It is a fun movie. I completely forgot about that movie. I can't believe it. I can't believe
But I mean, the dialogue was kind of but it's silly, it's fun, it's ludicrous. I just think it's a great movie, and for 51%, I think it should be a little higher.
Yeah, it should be at least like 60s, at least. It's a fun movie. I can't believe I forgot about that movie. Wow. It's a fun
Austin,
one.
private chat.
Oh, private chat? Give me 1 second. Oh, well, Romy, if you like,
Oh my god.
go ahead, man. Before I do,
I won't go over the honorable mentions because you guys pretty much mentioned most of them. So,
Okay.
number 10. Thank God this movie came out first and not White House Down.
Oh, but yep. Mm-hmm. That's a cool movie too. That's
Or as I
a
like to
cool
call
one.
it, White House Down Syndrome.
Dude, White House Down is so bad.
It's-
Oh my god.
Okay, Olympus has fallen. Okay, in Olympus has fallen, they were attacked by Korea, and they were attacked full frontal with an army and everything. It was vicious.
This is the one with
And-
Morgan Freeman. Yes.
Yes, and White House Down, they were attacked by a group of janitors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh Jesus.
Olympus Has Fallen is like a movie that came out 15 years too late, but it was still so much fun to watch. And Gerard Butler is a badass in this movie. I love when he plays.
Oh, Ooh, yeah, he is. It's unfortunate the sequels sucked.
We don't talk about those sequels.
I still think that London Has Fallen is the worst one out of all of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, London and Fallen.
And they're making another one as well.
What's it called?
I think it's called well, the last one was Angel Has
Sydney Has
Fallen,
Fallen?
so Sydney Has Fallen. No, I think the last one was called Angel Has Fallen, so I have no idea.
No, that was already out.
Yeah, that was the third one, right?
Yes, and that was
Yeah.
bad
It
too.
was there.
But I still prefer I prefer the third one over the second one any day of the week. I can't remember, I know they're gonna make a fourth one, but I just can't remember what. Night Has Fallen. I think that's the One Hunter. Thank you, I appreciate that. Or it's either it's Night Has Fallen. Yeah, people are saying Night Has Fallen. Thank you
hold
guys.
No.
Soren.
What?
Really?
What did he say?
Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Oh God. That was the worst IMAX experience I've ever
Oh
had.
my
was Age of
God.
Extinction.
There was one part. Okay, there was one part in that movie that made me laugh.
The end.
Well, okay, it was. It was.
The
Was it
best part of the movie.
No, because there were these people in front of her were moving too slow, and I think one of them says, "Hey, how do you say this in Chinese or Japanese? Please get the fuck out of the way."
All right, guys.
I mean, that was funny.
All right, so my number 10.
Oh,
This was in my, I think, in my top 10 most anticipated movies of the summer of 2015. This movie has a 50% Rotten Tomatoes, and that is Tomorrowland.
I remember this.
Yeah,
movie.
Brad Bird. I was so hyped for this movie. I saw what they were trying to do. The first two acts of this movie are incredible. I was like, okay, I was on board. The opening sequence where they go into the actual Tomorrowland, I was like, this is absolutely incredible. And then the third act happens, and it just took a curve. It just throws you a massive curveball. It tries to do this environmental message at the end of it, and I just thought,
Go green.
yeah, it's like, okay, that would have worked if the movie had built up everything around that, but it just came so out of nowhere. I mean, the visual effects are outstanding. I saw what Brad Bird was trying to do. I mean, and Brad Bird, he's done a live action with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which is incredible, but I can't even deny, after the Burj Khalifa sequence, it's not as good afterwards, but I still enjoy that movie a lot.
Count Victor. Oh, not Count Victor. I'm sorry, not Count Victor. Tanner, how dare you?
Oh man! Now I enjoy Tomorrowland. The action sequences are so much fun. It's full of imagination. It has great cinematography. I was loving the build up. I was like, this is gonna be one of the best films of the year. And then that third ad came along, and I just thought,
where the hell?
Oh, okay. It's like Damon Lindelof is a great writer. He really is. He did Prometheus, which I find to be no one gives that film enough credit. Prometheus.
I really like Prometheus. Alien Covenant, however, ew, shit.
Well, he wasn't behind Covenant, so. But he was also behind Lost, which I know, Alex, you don't have the best things to say about Lost.
Overrated as shit.
See, that's what I mean. But he did do the new Watchmen series, which I love Watchmen. Yeah, so Damon Lindelof has those moments where it's like he has something going, but then he either sticks the landing or he doesn't. In Tomorrowland, didn't quite stick that landing. So for me, that's my number 10. It's still a good movie. I enjoy it, but was it for that third act, the film would have been in my best films of that year. But I still enjoy it nonetheless. Alrighty, guys. So now since Romy's here, we're gonna change up everything for order.
Oh,
Romy's gonna go first.
Don't mind me. You can say it's Cologne, but these are Lucas's tears.
So we're gonna change up the order here. It's gonna be
my
Romy.
tears. Why would you want my tears?
I don't know. It's gonna start with Romy, Lucas, Alex, and myself. So that's how we're gonna do things now. All right. So now time for number 9. Alex, go right for it.
Number 9.
Wait, I'm first?
No. Sorry. Romy, Lucas, Alex, and myself.
You said me.
I meant Romy because my head's going different.
Oh, so I'm first in this human centipede.
Yes, you are.
So that means you're at the end.
Oh, I believe in you. That's South Park.
Cut the fish, come on, asshole.
Oh, Victor, I love that Watchmen series so much. That was brilliant.
There's gonna be a what?
Oh my God. All right, so Romy, go ahead with your number 9.
Number 9, I think this is around 50%. And funny, because similar to Olympus Has Fallen, there were 2 of the same movies that came out that year. One was good. The other one was absolute shit. And it was on my worst of the year list. The other one was Mirror, Mirror. By Tarzan
I never
Singh.
saw Mirror, Mirror.
Oh, it's awful.
That's what I heard about
This
it.
one is way better. Snow White and the Huntsman.
You'll hear about that film a bit later on my list. Just a little bit later.
Yeah, Snow White and the
Good song.
Huntsman.
Good song. Movie.
Oh,
Sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Snow White and the Huntsman. You could say this is a more darker tone and a way more serious tone. It tells a way better story of the Snow White and Thor being Thor, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I didn't digress is there's a sequence when Kristen Stewart was trying to do like a hero speech, and it didn't come off very well. And this was this movie where Kristen Stewart became an unfaithful ass.
Yeah, I don't want to. Let's not get into the personal lives, but no,
But still, it's still pretty fucked up.
Oh, it's a good movie though. Good movie.
Charlize Theron, I'll be your Mirror, Mirror. Holy
Oh,
shit!
Charlize Theron was great in that movie. She was great.
And
Psycho Mike sent you something, of course. Psycho Mike, stop.
He got you.
Do you need your toy, Lucas?
No, I don't. I was squeaky toy, but it's in my car.
Oh,
Lucas, no one told you to escape the McDonald's ball pit. Go back in. Just go back in.
I hate McDonald's.
All right, Lucas, go ahead.
So yeah,
my number 9 pick is coming up right now, and it's
Did he send you something too?
God damn it, Psycho Mike.
Let's not distract our host, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lucas, go ahead.
Psycho Mike. All right, so my number 9 is
2 out of
actually
4.
what I saw recently, and it actually is pretty good. I cannot lie. It's starring one of the best stars of The Office, Rainn Wilson, in Super, as a 49% Rotten Tomatoes.
I love that movie so much.
I just really love the story in this one, man. The acting and the story really carried me throughout this movie, man. The characters, for them, other than Rainn Wilson, they were all right, but Rainn Wilson pretty much killed it. Mm-hmm. And the story really held this thing through. I'm actually a really good fan. I liked the trailer. I really liked how this movie came off, and I'm just a big fan of this movie. I actually really liked it when I first saw it. Would it be like absolutely fantastic, phenomenal? No, but it's a good watch, and I definitely recommend seeing it. So that's why it's my number 9.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny because I don't think you can ever see that movie ever again when it has Elliot Page.
No, never.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I rewatched it really recently, and I still loved it. Still did.
But you know what I mean.
No, I know. But I rewatched it recently, and I was like, oh, it's Elliot Page. Okay. Like I saw it the same way.
Do I have
any
horror films? I have one as an honorable mention. It was
Nope.
I have 2 technically on my list. Yeah, I have 2 horror films.
Deliver Us from Evil. That was one of them.
Deliver Us from Evil is so good.
And Silent House.
Thank you. All right, Alex, go ahead.
All right, number 9 for me is the first Expendables.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
It has a 42%. Just think about this: Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Mickey Rourke, all in the same movie.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, the only man to stunner many people, billionaires at the same time.
Don't get me wrong; it's a dumb action movie, but I love dumb action movies, so this is great for me.
Expendables 2 for me was what Expendables 1 should have been.
I agree.
Yeah, that's my number 9.
Oh, okay.
Simply put.
All right, so number 9 for me, this actually, technically, I actually have 3 horror films on my list. It's the first one. So let's talk about a superhero horror film here. Well, actually, no, an origin villain movie, and this is Brightburn.
That's also my honorable mention.
I was hyper Brightburn so much. I mean, James Gunn was her producer on this movie, and I just thought, okay, let's see what he wanted to show us. I will say this: the movie doesn't fully deliver on its potential. But at the same time, this movie is essentially okay. What if Superman did become a hero? What if it became an iconic slasher movie villain? And this showcases that.
Oh,
and
it doesn't hold back either. It doesn't hold back either.
This movie is so fun. It's gory as can be. And there were a couple of kills I thought, oh, they went there. I remember when I saw this in the theater, there was a sequence where they actually broke a little girl's hand. And I just thought, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I actually went, holy I actually went out loud, oh my God. This movie has balls. It really does. And if it wasn't for James Gunn, this movie would have never been made, I feel like. Because James Gunn is one of those creative forces in Hollywood that can push very edgy people or push very, very edgy concepts. It can actually make it work. Super is one of those concepts, by the way. But the movie is so much fun. It's hilarious as well. I loved Elizabeth Banks this movie, even though I've heard she's not so kind in real life.
Don't get me started on her and her fucking woke bullshit.
But basically, I bought the whole chemistry with the family, and I actually felt bad for the little kid at one point. Jackson A. Dunn, who plays Brightburn, when his father tries to kill him, I just thought. When he tried to shoot him in the head, I just thought, oh.
You try to treat him like Old Yeller.
Oh, God. But when I saw that scene, I just thought, oh, no. Like, when a movie actually makes me feel bad for a kid that's growing up to be a villain, damn, like, you did your job on that one. But like I said, it's a movie that doesn't take complete advantage of its potential, but it's still a fun villain movie that's essentially a slasher movie, and it's so much darn fun. For me, Brightburn is my number 8. If you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Alrighty, moving on to number 8. Romy?
I'm not sure if I can count this or not, because during the time it was around 59%.
Where's that now?
Oh, let me check. I can check real quick. Let me see here. Don't mind me. Okay, get rid of the BBW porn. Get rid of the heavy porn. Get rid of the mature porn. Oh, here we go. All right.
Of course you are.
Oh my God! No.
It counts. It's at 59. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Number 59 is come out in 2015. It has a 59% actually with Liam Neeson and Ed Harris. This is Run All Night.
Never saw that movie.
Wait.
Run All Night.
Get rid of the MILF porn too, Romy? I just did.
What's wrong with the MILF porn?
What's wrong with MILF porn? Exactly. What's wrong with MILF porn?
I'll say Jodie West is awesome. Now, how do I know all these names? Yeah. Yes, Run All Night. Yes, Liam Neeson. Excuse me. He's a hitman, and what happens is that his son gets his best friend of the mob boss. He has seen better days. Why? Because he was haunted by both the sins in the past and the police detective who's been breaking down his neck for 30 years. And the only comfort Jimmy has is whiskey. He's pretty much like, he's pretty much wants a great like hitman working for the. Why is Romy so plump? I don't know. You tell me.
Plump.
A plump.
Oh God, there you go again.
Now,
oh great, a nice store.
The only way to atone for his past mistakes is to make sure that his son doesn't wind up at the wrong end of a gun because of a conflict with a mob boss to where Liam Neeson's character is close friends with, and when he knew this happened, he knew he had to go to war with him no matter what. Really good movie. Even Richard Roeper gave it an A-. Yeah, superb. Liam Neeson, he does something different here. Very underappreciated and a really cool finale. So yeah, Run All Night.
All right, Lucas.
Waiting for the light to come back on me. Okay, there we go. Number 8 for me is a movie that honestly, what came out with a bunch of other war movies. The other war movies were much better than this movie, but still, this was a pretty good time in the theater, that's for sure. 13 Soldiers, Secret Soldier of Benghazi.
Oh, 13 hours. Okay.
13 hours. 13 Hours to Secret Soldier Benghazi. This was actually a really fun movie, man. And I really
one of the better
every
Michael Bay movies. One of the better
It
ones.
definitely is one of the better Michael Bay movies.
There's a reason why it's one of the better ones, because if he fucked up this movie, he would have been 86th.
Oh, he would have been
80. He would have been
cancel culture. Enough said.
No, fucking star.
I know, it's still.
But yeah, 13 Soldiers was a fantastic movie from Michael Bay. He had a really good view of everything, and the story was fantastic. The character acting was all great. Wasn't I'm trying to remember who the main lead was. God damn it.
John Krasinski.
That's right, John Kay from The Office. Once again, another Office connection.
Directed one of my favorite movies of the year, Quiet Place Part 2. So
but yeah, 13. Yeah. I was very happy I watched this movie. Didn't we see this in theaters, Austin?
We
like
did.
A screening?
Yes, we did. We saw it about a couple days. It was me, you, Alex, and our buddy Aaron, who, oh God, I haven't seen Aaron in ages. I miss Aaron.
God, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Aaron. Because I remember this was a screening. I'm pretty sure this was a screening.
Yep, we saw this at the local my local AMC theater. Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. So yeah, I definitely would highly recommend seeing this movie. It's pretty good.
John Krasinski was actually really good in this.
Really
John
good,
Krasinski, man, was freaking amazing in this movie. And yeah, I'm glad this is one of Michael Bay's better films. He needed to hit a home run on this, and he hit a home run. That's why it's my number 8.
I wouldn't say it's quite of a home run, but it's definitely it shows that when he wants to make a good movie, yes, it's a movie that it shows something more mature in him. It shows potential of what he can do when he actually tries.
Right.
Look at Romy.
Yeah, this is mind talking with Alex here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We're doing The Shining, except there's no guy coming after me with an axe.
To be continued.
Oh God. To be continued. Next up, you'll see one of you be like, frozen ice.
It'll be Alex.
Oh boy. I think this is going to be on higher on your guys' list, but this for me is number 8. And this currently on Rotten Tomatoes has 56.
Okay. I know what it is.
Really?
And this film started the Snyderverse.
Oh, Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Man of Steel.
Higher on my list.
It'll be higher on my list
here.
too.
Well,
I'm just waiting for Luke Nukem to show
let
up.
me just say, Henry Cavill is probably the second best Superman.
I agree. He's an amazing Superman. Amazing.
Nothing beats Christopher Reeve, though.
Oh, no, number come on.
Yeah, it's a superhero movie that, you can't beat Marvel's formula, but that doesn't make it a bad movie per se. It's really good. Yeah, I just thought it was very underrated. And it's a very slept-on movie.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's slept on, but I would say
Forgotten about.
It just didn't get enough love, I feel like.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Saw it 3 times in the theater, by the way. 3 times in the movie theater.
Great origin film, I gotta say.
Oh God, I saw Tanner with a freaking nostalgia critic
and reference. A great score too.
Don't get me started on him.
Oh great God, that too. Video itself.
The writing, production from start to finish is really good. That's my number 8, Man of Steel.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Austin. Was it? It was 13 Hours was a 51% Rotten Tomatoes, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah, only.
I'm
51.
surprised by that.
Yeah.
All right, so going on to my number 8, this movie has a 43%, and this is a action trilogy that started back in 2000. I want to say 14, maybe 15, but I didn't enjoy the first movie. Second movie was even worse, but the third one just picked it up, and that for me is Maze Runner: The Death Cure. I haven't enjoyed the Maze Runner movies previously. I thought the first movie was slow as can be. I saw what they were going for, but I was bored constantly. The second one I thought was even worse, or actually it was the same level, but they just don't care to explain anything. The third movie is just a non-stop adrenaline-filled action movie. And there are a lot of times where I just thought, you gotta be kidding me. How they jump out of like a 20-story building, fall into what looked like a shallow pool, and then somehow survive this. There's a couple of situations. Maze Runner: The Death Cure.
Okay.
It's there's definitely a couple of times this movie where they should have died, but I thought it was a really decent action movie. Like, I was surprisingly very enthralled. I wouldn't say enthralled, but I was definitely entertained. I was Nathan and I went to his screening. I was like, let's go see this. And I was watching it to him. I was going like, I told him, I was like, was just that movie really good? And he said, that was really enjoyable. And I was like, thank God. It's a bit too long. The movie's about 2.5 hours long. They could have cut out at least 25 minutes. Like, they could have cut out Old. That movie shouldn't exist in general. But
God.
review of that movie coming soon. Don't worry, guys.
M. Night shouldn't exist in movies in general.
But Death Cure, I was definitely surprised by how much I enjoyed. The performances are great. I think that Dylan O'Brien is a terrific actor. When he's given good material to work with, but the man's a great action star. I mean, I'm gonna say something, and this might get me crucified. I mean, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, but if they were to recast Wolverine, I wouldn't mind seeing him play as Wolverine. The guy can do it. He can pull it off. I think he actually can. Oh, thank you, Comic Girl. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $1.99 donation. I appreciate it.
You got the dono.
But Death Cure is a really enjoyable action movie. It has a lot of things where I just been like, oh, come on, really? And a main character dies just out of nowhere when I didn't really give two shits about it. But still, a really fun action movie, and I highly enjoyed it. Definitely a movie I thought was going to suck big time, but I came out going like, you know what? That was better than I expected. All right, guys. So now we move on to our number 7. Romy, go right ahead.
I have donations coming out of my butt.
Oh, God.
What?
I want to marry you.
Bro, you dumbass.
I just realized who said that. Oh, my God.
Numbers. I love that one. Number 7. A lot of people thought I was going to hate this movie. It was total the opposite with me.
Fun.
Number 7, A Cure for Wellness.
That's also my number 7, A Cure for Wellness.
Whoa.
I know it's so Barbara.
Well, like, what was it? Because I remember. So I guess we'll talk about this one at the same time. So Luke Nukem said he saw this movie. He said, "Dude, you gotta see this." I was like, "Okay," and he even said to me, "This is Romy's gonna hate this one." I was like, "I feel like he's going to as well."
Everybody thought I was going to hate it. And I was just like, I was like, wow, this is really good.
By the way, this movie's at a 42% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't understand that. I really don't.
No, I don't either. Oh, I kind of do. One of them because of the length. But
yeah, it's like 2.5 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like with Brightburn, this movie doesn't hold back.
Oh wait, no, there are some things in this movie where I just thought, oh, they went there.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
It's a good mystery thriller. It really is.
Yeah, this is also it's technically a horror film in spots. And
beautiful cinematography too. The movie looks stunning.
The movie, it blows my mind. This movie looks that good. I mean, there are some shots where I just think, wow, they pulled that shot off. Holy crap.
Yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so yeah, Gore Verbinski, like when he hits well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Ring, I know you couldn't stand Rango. I really enjoyed Rango. But also, first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, mm-hmm. I enjoyed Dead Man's Chest quite a bit.
I did too.
A Dead Man's Chest you enjoy?
The second one? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the third one I hated.
Oh, okay. Dead Man's Chest I find so underrated. But no, I really enjoyed A Cure for Wellness. It was a really interesting mystery that the more that I kept going on, I just thought, okay, where is this going? It's a bit too long. And I remember after it ended, someone said, 2.5 hours I'll never get back. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, sure, I can admit it's a bit long, but still, this is one of the more enjoyable mystery movies I've seen in a long time. And there is a plot point in the movie. It's kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah.
It involves Jason Isaacs and the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I just thought, oh, you're doing that.
Yeah, like
okay,
I said, it doesn't hold back. Yeah.
No, it does. And I really enjoyed this movie. There's literally a couple of spots where I just thought, there's some creepy ass shit right here. There's a part that, Romy, I know you agree with me. You remember that game Vanish, right?
Yeah.
There is a part in this movie where Dane DeHaan walks through those showers and remind me of Vanish.
I was just waiting for someone to go booga booga booga.
If someone did that, I'd be like, "You son of a bitch!" But no, it has a very creepy undertone, a really nice mystery, and the twist. I thought it was a cool twist.
I thought it was a
really
really unique twist. Yeah.
Really cool twist. But otherwise, yeah, I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie. And it's with the best cinematography of the last decade. I really do think
Oh, it's
so.
beautiful.
But otherwise, that's my number 7.
My
Yeah,
number.
You have anything else
Romy
after that,
Sweet.
Romy? Oh, okay. Lucas, go ahead.
I was gonna say this. My number 7. Actually,
chromosomes
speaking
you
of, fuck off, asshole. Anyways, you guys were mentioning pirates. Speaking of pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about this movie. This is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales.
That's
How
my
is this-
honorable mention. Yeah.
How is this one of the lowest rated Pirates movies? I think this
That's
is
the
lowest
most
rated
recent
Pirates
one, right?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I had
No,
a lot
there's
of fun
one
with that
before
movie.
that.
What Dead Man Tell No? Oh no, that's the 5th
Oh,
one, right?
man.
Yeah, because there was the one that was with oh my god, shit, what's his name again? He played Blackbeard.
Javier Black. No, not.
No, because no,
Oh.
Oh my
I'm thinking of
God,
Dead Man Tell No
He was in
Tales.
Okay.
Dead. He
Keith
was in
Richards?
Dead. No, he was in
Lucas.
Deadwood.
Number 4 was Stranger Tides. Number 5 is Dead Man Tell No Tales. That's the
Yeah,
most recent
Stranger
one.
Tides.
Stranger Tides. I was not. a
That
fan
one is
of.
so boring.
Is
Oh
that the
my
one with Paul
God.
McCartney in it?
I can't remember if Paul McCartney was in that movie.
He had like a cameo or something.
Yeah, that's right, dude. Ian McShane saved
McShane.
Stranger Tides. He saved it from being a terrible movie. He saved it. Anyways,
Yeah.
Lucas, yeah, you're thinking of
Speaking of,
Dead
this
Man
is the
Tell No
lowest
Tales.
rated one. Dead Man Tell No Tales is the lowest rated one, and I'm
Mhm.
surprised about that because this has freaking Javier Bardem in it as the main villain. How in the hell is this the lowest rated one? It's only a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa!
It's enjoyable, yeah, and the
It is
ending,
really
that was
enjoyable.
yeah,
but-
the ending. I just thought, holy crap, I'd like to see where this goes.
Same, dude. Javier Bardem was fantastic in it. Jack Sparrow, come on, it's Jack Sparrow. He was really good in this movie as well. Like, goodness gracious, just some of the choreograph, like the scenes, some of the like visuals were really, really damn good, especially when they went underwater. The squeezy. But yeah, anyways, how is this movie like so lowly rated? I just don't get it because Stranger Tides is so much worse. But yet Stranger Tides, I think, has a higher rating than this. It makes no sense.
It does. Stranger Tides is a boring ass movie.
It's so boring, dude.
Mhm.
But yeah, Dead Man Tell No Tales, though, really surprising film. I'm surprised this film didn't make as much money as well. I don't think it made as much as the other movies as well. But still, what a fantastic movie, though. And I would definitely highly recommend anyone to see it. That's why it's my number 7.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun. Dead Man Tell No Tales, dude. If they had switched Javier Bardem with Ian McShane, the movie would have been even better. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So, Alex, number 7.
All right. Number 7 for me. This is the probably the best example of an underrated film. Because this one has a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You guys are Alex. You're going with films that are cutting with the crisp.
It counts.
It does. I'm just saying. It does count. It does. It
Counts,
does.
motherfucker. And listen, I'm going to say this right now. This is an animated film.
Okay.
The first 2 were 2 of the best of all time. Third one was horrible. This one,
Not bad.
underrated as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, because it says right there. Number 7 for me, Shrek Forever After.
Really? Shrek Forever
Ooh.
After?
To some extent, yes, because that third movie is beyond awful.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so
the third
bad.
movie's so bad.
And this exactly it eliminated the damage of the third film. The fourth one did. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I don't think.
And now there's a 5th one coming out.
There's a fifth
Oh,
one coming out.
why? Why? I wasn't a big fan of Forever After. I thought it was just unnecessary.
Rumpelstiltskin, I think, was one of the best villains of the.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Well,
it was
Lucas,
underrated.
Lucas was supposed to play him. He was named was going to be Rumple Foreskin.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Foreskin.
Uncle Foreskin.
That is
God.
one. That's one villain I never want to see on screen right there. Oh my god.
Uncle
Yeah.
Foreskin.
Is that it?
It's a very underrated film. Really cool story. I liked how it ended. Yeah, that's my number 7. Shrek Forever After.
All
Now we
right.
can go on to number 6 now, since you guys were both the same, right?
Yep, number 6. That is correct. So Romy, go right out with number 6.
All right, my number 6. Alex will get this. Note here. I believe in Eli.
I believe in you.
Oh, okay. I see where
Yes.
you're going with this.
Number 6 is the Book of Eli.
Yeah.
This is the
That's a good one. Good one. I like that pick.
Hughes brothers. The Hughes brothers. Man, you want to talk about underrated or underappreciated? The Hughes brothers. They also did one of the best movies of the early 90s. It was Menace to Society. Think of it.
Book of Eli later on my list.
Think of it.
Sorry about that.
Menace to Society, similar to like Boys in the Hood. And then they did this movie. This movie centers in a post-apocalyptic future. Denzel Washington, he plays as a lone stranger who was trying to complete a quest. What quest is that? You have to watch and find out. And he meets a couple of people along the way that helps along with his quest. And you could say that this world is chaotic, bleak, but also just a joy to watch. And it has one of the best twist endings that you'll see in a long while. And the movie is not preachy. The movie is not trying to shove anything down your throat. It's a very spiritual film. So that is my number 6, is The Book of Eli. Very good movie.
It's a movie I didn't expect to be as good as it was.
Best part, the funniest part is the young kids and what's his name who plays the villain, who's really good? Gary Oldman. He's like, go to the TV, see if it's in there, and the young guy's like, the what? Because he doesn't know what a TV is, because these are the post-apocalyptic. Yeah. And Gary was like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it myself, you know?
Oh, God. All right.
If you get it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So, yeah, The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Love it.
All right, Lucas.
You'll definitely hear about that later on my list. But my number 6, you guys have already mentioned this film on your list, and it is Man of Steel.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me one moment. Yeah, Lucas, keep going. Keep going.
Man of Steel is my number 6, and it is at 56%. Funny how that works, 56%. So yeah, Man of Steel. Henry Cavill really did a good job of this movie. I really like the actor who played Zod as well, and I really think this is a really good origin story. Is he even close as good as Christopher Reeve? No, but I think he's probably the second best Superman.
It's not supposed to be, though. Yeah,
exactly. But still, really like the origin story. The ending of how he killed General Zod was absolutely crazy. That was actually surprising.
And by the way, people are like, "Oh, he killed somebody." He actually killed General Zod in the comics. So shut the fuck up.
He did.
And there is a reason why he had to do it too. There's a reason why.
Of course, there was a reason, and everything was explained really well in this movie. And I know Luke Nukem's probably gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe this is in your guys' list. That's not fair."
I already know he will.
This is a great movie, Man of Steel. It's a great movie.
It is a really great movie, and I think it's definitely one of the best Superman origin story movies that they did. It's definitely better than Superman Returns in 2006.
We don't talk about Returns.
Trust me, I watched that movie one time, and I fell asleep within the first 45 minutes.
Superman, you are the father.
Alex and I were watching that with our dad, Superman Returns, because we didn't see it in theaters. Dad had rented it for us. We were watching, going like, he spends most of the movie stalking Lois Lane.
Pretty much.
Like, are you serious? Anyways, keep going.
But yeah, Man of Steel, though, really like this movie. And then also, one last thing I want to say is, Nostalgia Critic. What the fuck, dude? That video.
It's Nostalgia Critic. What do you expect?
It was so bad. It was one of his worst videos.
No, his worst video is The Wall.
No, I agree. It's one of his worst. That's why.
The Wall is so bad.
Oh, but still, though, that's why it's my number 6, Man of Steel.
He's a fucking hipster, dude.
Alejandro?
Hello, I'm Nostalgia Critic. I take up the ass, so you don't have to.
Jesus.
Oh, you can relate.
Yo, I'll take it up the ass. I don't have a strap off fetish.
I got 7 words for you guys.
What?
They hate us because they ain't us.
Oh, okay.
Number
That's on
6
my
for
honorable
me,
mentions.
The Interview.
I remember not
Oh,
liking that movie at
man.
first. I'm gonna have to get the movie a rewatch soon.
This movie came out online because of tensions between North Korea and the United States.
That's right. I remember that.
But
Dude.
it was still a hilarious film.
The
Oh, it
funniest.
was.
Oh my god, the scene. Kayla and I watched this together, and we were fucking dying. Especially this one scene where they're at the dinner, the kids are playing the guitars. One guy accidentally ate the gum, and you saw what happened to him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I rewatched this, and I think this is one of, aside from what the fuck is that movie? Oh, Disaster Artist.
Mhm.
And This Is the End.
I remember
Or
this.
Oh, yeah,
World's
yeah.
End. World's End.
Yeah, this is the end. Yeah, you're
This
on
is
the
the
right
end.
track.
I think this is one of James Franco's funniest films.
What the? You got fucked by RoboCop.
One of my favorite lines of this movie.
Yeah.
They're motherfucking peanut butter and jealous.
Jealous.
I have said that to my managers at work, and they laugh every time I say it. Oh
But yeah, it's a hilarious movie. It only has a 51%.
It was
Rotten
mixed, yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was very well done. I thought it was hilarious. Very underrated film. That's my number 6.
And then Danielle just goes in the comments, Lucas, we all know what you do.
Well, yeah.
I don't
mean,
think so.
Well, look, it's like, why do you think I carry that paper bag around me every time I visit you?
You've only visited me once. You didn't have a paper bag.
One
then
is
on you.
enough.
Fuck you. You're going to see me again eventually. It'll happen.
All right. My number 6, Romeo mentioned this earlier, Snow White and the Huntsman as my number 6. This movie is at a 49%.
Oh, it's 49 now.
It might as well be
Well,
dead.
down a bit.
It might as well be split in the middle a little bit. But this is a movie where I really don't understand where the Rotten Tomatoes or critics have been coming from. I really don't.
I don't either.
This is a really cool and darker take on the Snow White mythology and the stories.
Mhm.
And okay, now one thing I do want to say something here. Kristen Stewart gets shot aside because of Twilight. If you're gonna judge her totally off of Twilight as well, please watch her other films like Adventureland, which he is great in.
Mhm.
Also,
Snow
watch
White.
Snow White and the Huntsman as well. Now, I agree with Romy as well. She does that hero speech near the end.
What about Charlie's
at,
Angels?
Oh, don't get me started on Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, we're sorry, so I can't say.
I know.
But she does that hero speech, and I didn't really buy that. But still, I liked her chemistry with Chris Hemsworth. I thought Chris Hemsworth was great, but Winter's War was terrible. Enough said.
Oh, the
prequel?
dwarves, they were funny, man. Speaking of Ian McShane.
Oh yeah, those
True.
I love those dwarves so much. And this movie, I not only how it changes things up, but how it expands upon things in the Snow White stories with that whole land part where Snow White and Chris Hemsworth were the Huntsman, they're trying to go through that forest area, and they couldn't bring in that dust, otherwise they'd be seeing hallucinations. I loved how they expanded upon certain elements. I love the action sequence. This is a great score. Charlize Theron is great as the evil queen. And when you hear now there was no chance she was getting nominated for an Oscar. There was no fucking way. But still, though, as her and that performance as that queen, I thought she was great.
Mhm.
She was terrific in that movie, and I loved
Dude,
how it's all set up. Yeah.
That's how Mirror was. It looked like it was aimed towards 7-year-old morons.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like Tarzan Singh. I cannot stand Tarzan Singh.
Didn't he also do? I can't remember what that movie is called. Immortals, I think.
Yeah, he did. And Brandon
Which I
Ralph.
never
No,
saw.
not Brandon Ralph. God damn it. What's his name? Who plays Superman?
Oh, Henry Cavill.
He was the best thing about it.
That's what I heard. But American Ultra. That was a fun movie. I enjoyed that movie a lot. I know.
Star on American Ultra.
But
It's just
this-
the backstory of that.
I know, but I did rather enjoy Snow White and the Huntsman. This is a very dark take and a very cool take on the Snow White stories, and for me, that's why it's number 5.
Yay.
All right, guys. Now we're moving on to our top 5 most
Wait.
underrated movies.
That was your
Number
number
6.
Yeah, Snow White and the Huntsman.
You
Yeah,
said top 5.
yeah.
You said number
I-
5.
I said we're moving on to our top 5.
Okay.
But oh my God, Austin, I'm gonna beat your ass, boy.
I literally just said we're moving on to our top 5.
But you said Snow White was your number 5.
I did? Did I?
You did.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
Well,
Oh,
Snow White's
shit.
my number 6, so number 5 time. Okay. God damn it, you guys! I swear to God. Okay, so
Oh,
now we're
shit.
going on to our top 5. By the way,
There we
someone
go.
has a little bit of feedback, just a little bit.
It can't be coming from me. I got a headset.
Same here.
Same.
Hold on, let me mute myself.
Yeah, it's coming from you, Romy.
Yeah, it's coming from Romy.
That's coming from Romy.
Okay, is it gone now?
Let's see. It's still there.
What the
Doesn't really matter.
fucking really?
Yeah,
I don't think
Yeah,
it
I have
matters
no
that much.
idea.
No, it matters because, man, that's a big pet peeve.
yeah.
Hold on,
Feedback
man.
I can't stand either.
Let me see here.
Go on
Echo
to the
cancellation on.
Okay.
Wait, how about now?
Let's see. Still there.
Now?
Okay. I don't even notice it. Don't even notice it. It's slightly there, but I don't even notice it at this point. I
Then
don't even
moving
notice
on.
it, so we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, because I can't stand that shit either.
Oh, no, same. I can't either. All right, so Romy,
Number 5, you guys mentioned it earlier. James Gunn's Super.
Oh,
I love that people are mentioning Super. I love this movie so much.
Actually, it's my number 5 as well.
Yeah.
Ah, very nice.
Crime.
Okay.
Shut up, crime.
I love that parts. I love those lines so much.
It's kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair because Kick-Ass came out around the same time as it was right around the same time. Yeah, but still, that's nothing to take away from Super because Super is unapologetic. It knows exactly what it's doing. It's hilarious, and once again, Elliot Page.
I can watch him. I can watch him in that. I'm just saying. I can still watch him in that and Juno. Still.
He's fine.
Oh, have you seen Hard Candy?
I have not.
Oh man.
This is the quintessential hidden gem.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
One of the best superhero films of the decade, I think. Or,
Very underappreciated. And like I said, I love what it's doing.
Violent, it's funny, it's action packed, it's dramatic, it's impressively entertaining. It's freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it, do it now.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Bacon is the villain. Come on.
Oh, his line. The fucking kindness, my fucking art. Don't fucking touch my car again. I still. That still makes me laugh to this day. Is that it?
Fucking James Gunn, dude, you're awesome.
I can't wait for the Suicide Squad. I'm so hyped for it, man. I got my tickets for opening night.
It's just crazy that he came from fucking Trauma of all places.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't stand Trauma. They're so just fucking despicable. But okay.
Okay.
All right, Lucas, on to you now.
My number 5. Wait a minute, Boros. What the fuck is that comment? My most underrated movie is Lucas's first porno.
Well, how's
Lucas,
that possible?
no.
It's never been made.
Never happened yet.
I won't
But
ever.
not yet.
I tried to make it, but he caught the red dot in the corner.
Oh, for God's sake.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, what am I gonna do with you guys? Anyways.
Number 5 is the last film. Actually, it's the last of this so-called trilogy because I'm not calling Dark Phoenix. X-Men Apocalypse.
I enjoyed Apocalypse. I
really enjoyed Apocalypse. It was a really good X-Men movie. I don't know why it got the hate it did. I'm trying to remember who was played
Apocalypse. It was Oscar Isaac.
That's why I was thinking. I thought it was Oscar Isaac. I'm pretty sure it was him. But yeah, Oscar Isaac did a really good job as Apocalypse.
He was underused, but I enjoyed him.
He was really underused. And then because I'm counting this as a trilogy. Why? Because we don't talk about Dark Phoenix.
No, we don't.
Because we have First Class, you have Future Past, and then you end with Apocalypse. Really good ending to the trilogy. So yeah, that's why I like X-Men Apocalypse. My number 5.
All right.
Okay.
Number 5. Oh,
Hold
sorry.
up. I just gotta read this right now because it's bullshit. Step Brothers is everyone's underrated movie. Bull fucking
Guys,
shit.
That came out last decade.
I want to say this really quick, guys.
2000.
Do not talk like you're speaking for everybody. If anything, that irritates me so much.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Who said that?
I forgot what his name was, but
anyways, let's not.
I hate that movie so much, dude. But go ahead.
Alex and I enjoy Step Brothers.
Of course you would.
Sorry.
Want to do karate in the garage, Alex?
Yep.
I'm before.
Do we need to
Karate
become
in the
best
Garage,
friends?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Then they say we'll do karate in the garage. All right. So my number 5, Romy. You mentioned this earlier. The Book of Eli is my number 5.
I love it, Eli.
Book of Eli is at a 46%. How is it at a 46%?
That's a sin.
This movie is the Fallout movie that we never got. That's the best way I can describe this movie. Like Romy mentioned, it has a religious message, but it's not overly preached like it's hitting you on the top of the head. It's a really cool action movie. There is one action sequence that I can't believe. I mean, if it was done in one take, I will be.
With the house?
That sequence blew my damn mind. I love that part so much. The plot twist I did not see coming whatsoever. Gary Oldman is great in this flick. He's a great villain.
You kind of know who he is, basically.
But like how this movie does use religion as a way to tell the story, I thought was brilliant. The opening scene is great, and how this movie stylizes the apocalypse, I thought was awesome. And at this, even though it's a very desaturated look, how the Hughes brothers made this film work, I thought was awesome. Oh my god, the Hughes brothers that made a cool movie.
Wait, how does the ending sequel bait?
I
to
don't.
The Book of Eli? No, it's included. That's the
twist.
twist. The twist is, well, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, the twist, it makes sense with this character.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only reason why I could see it is because of Mila Kunis, but even then, it's like,
yeah, I guess
the thing is, like, I look at like the way like The Last of Us, like The Last of Us ended the main character Joel's story arc. There's no reason to continue Joel's story. There's no reason to do it.
Yes,
but even though part 2 I love it, it's only going to Ellie and Abby's story, which again I love even more so. But still,
Abby, me if I was a chick.
Oh, for God's sakes,
you dumbass.
But Book of Eli, I've always described it as yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Fucking idiot. No, I wouldn't. You dumb. Roll me, you dumb motherfucker. No, I would not.
No comment. No comment with that one.
Smoked potato.
Oh God! But I described Book of Eli after I saw it as the Fallout movie that we never got, and I will describe this movie as the Fallout movie that we never got because it's Fallout. It's a Fallout movie. It really is. It's Fallout.
The twist is John Cena's heel turn.
Which will never happen. All right, guys. That was number 5.
Well, technically, he did it once.
Now
it was literally like
number 4. Romy, go ahead.
Number 4. I am a big fan of John Hillcoat. I pretty much love all of his movies. You know, from The Road. What's the movie? Tom Hardy with their moonshine.
Oh, that's Lawless.
Lawless.
I know which one this is too. Which one you're thinking of? I know what it is.
And many more. And this one I think is so underrated. And I thought this was a badass movie. My number 4 is 999.
I was very mixed on this movie.
Aww.
I know. Yeah, they're making a Borderlands movie, but it's Eli Roth, so no, thank you.
Basically, it's about a gang of criminals and corrupt cops. They're going to try to plan a murder of a police, which is called 999. That's the call number.
Yes.
So, in order to pull off a heist that's taking place across town, they're using it as a diversion. And how they plan it, how they executed it, really well done. Like I said, I really like John Hillcoat, man. And also, John Hillcoat worked on the cutscenes or the movie version of the original Red Dead Redemption.
He did, dude. Good work. He did amazing work.
I love John Hillcoat, man. This guy is a fucking. What else did he do? Just going through it real quick. Let me see here.
I forgot what else he did.
Let's see, 999. Yeah, he did Lawless. We mentioned that.
We mentioned The Road. He didn't do Road to Perdition, right? That was somebody else.
Road to. I think that was same guy who did Skyfall.
Oh, that's Sam Mendes.
Yeah.
Sam Mendes. I know he did a couple. The Proposition. I think he did that one too.
He did.
Uh-huh. So yeah, love. Oh wait, yeah, Sam Mendes did Road Edition. So
Yeah.
Love John Hillcoat, man. I'll watch anything he does. The guy's a gem.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
Lucas, number 4.
My number 4 is actually something that you guys are familiar with. Remember
Your
the
ass.
movie?
That ghetto booty.
God, best ass in Palm Beach County.
Oh, for God's sakes.
We don't talk
Lucas?
about that anymore. My number 4 is a film that that pretty much started it all in regards to the podcast, in regards to just films in
Oh,
general.
God.
Our summer list a few years back. Remember when Mr. Casual walked out?
But yeah, so
Pain
did
and
you.
Gain.
So did you, Lucas?
So did
Oh.
you.
But I grew to appreciate the movie more. And I actually, it's my number 4,
I still don't like
Pain
it.
and
I still
Gain.
Still not a fan of
50%
this
on
movie.
this movie.
Hey, Austin,
I
who won that
freaking dug
debate?
this movie.
It was a tie, actually.
It was a tie.
Yeah, so you be quiet. But hey, that was a great debate, though.
Why wasn't that filmed? I thought someone was filming it.
It was filmed, but I don't know what happened to the footage.
Hey, Lucas, Super Metroid.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Anyways, Lucas, keep going.
Anyways, Pain and Gain, it started a whole bunch of things. Even the name Pain and Gain podcast came from Pain and Gain.
Yep.
And I grew to appreciate this movie more as I saw this movie. I think about 4 times I've seen this, and I grew to like it each time. Because I remember seeing it on TV a few times.
Off.
It was funny as hell. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Mark Wahlberg have such great chemistry. And just overall, just the situations and stuff make it so well. And then people are saying, oh, the people that were in the movie didn't like it. I'm like not the people that, the original, the people who lived
Who
through
got
the
betrayed
story.
by it, yes.
Yeah, they actually hated the movie. I'm like, how could you hate this movie, man?
I
It's
will
fan.
get to that.
I
We will
mean,
get to
I
that.
can see why, because I'm on their side where I just felt uncomfortable watching it, because this movie really is a polarizing movie. It really is. It's
Yeah, but
polarizing.
I knew what the hell the movie was doing.
Although I
Same.
will say, the one
True
thing that
second,
gets
Mike.
me laughing every time, Dwayne Johnson knocks out Tony Shalhoub, and he says, God has given me with many gifts, and one of them is where I can knock you the fuck out. And
Because the movie is
still laugh.
literally, the movie is legit an actual real true story that happened in Miami in '95.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
did.
insane.
It's insane, and I love it definitely for what he did in the story. It's fantastic. That's why it's my number 4.
Whoa,
right.
Austin, you're gonna be happy with this next one.
Oh,
So this is basically a 90-minute episode of one of my favorite HBO series.
I know what it is.
I know what this is.
Number 4 for me, Entourage.
Entourage. I love this movie, man. Oh my god.
This is a nostalgic trip back to where the series finale left off. I mean, the
Mhm.
celebrity cameos, both old and new, are always a huge hit. I'm not sure
Hey,
why
Alex.
the critics hated it. What?
Hey Schindler, how about leave no Jew behind?
Get the fuck
Wow.
I
Dude,
love that.
Ari is by far the best character in Entourage, but he's even better in the movie. Even better.
It's exactly what the OG fans of the show love about the show.
It's
know?
Ari. I mean, the show itself is great, but Ari is what makes the show even better.
Oh, 100%.
Lloyd.
I just absolutely thought this was a great film. And that's exactly what it was. It was just a longer episode of the show.
It's a longer episode, but in the best ways, I think.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh
Oh,
god.
man. Yeah.
Until she met Holly Holmes
And Amanda
Oh,
Nunez.
and Amanda Nunez.
True.
Oh god.
That's
And
my
yes,
number 4.
and Billy, yes, there was an episode. There was a whole
33%. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and yes, Billy, there was actually a season and a half dedicated to the Aquaman movie. It was actually it was great. It was a great storyline too.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, so my number 4 is the last horror film on this list. This movie has a 41%, I think. I got to check. 43 actually, and it's because of the ending, to which I can see, but
it's
still,
a Silent House.
it is Silent House. Yes.
Yeah.
This movie, Silent House. Okay, this was one of my most anticipated movies of 2011 when it came out. I was so hyped for it, and you guys know this. Everyone in the chat knows this. I am a big fan of one-shot takes when they're done right.
Mm-hmm.
Silent House takes
Becky
that.
Lynch.
This movie takes that concept and it stretches it to the extreme in the best ways. Elizabeth Olsen is so good. This movie feels so claustrophobic the entire time. I mean, you get the sense of where it's going, and then right when Elizabeth Olsen enters that house, and right when after the 10-minute mark, this movie is a descent into insanity, into madness, and you feel like you're losing your mind with Elizabeth Olsen. And there's stuff involving, let's say, some really fucked up themes, but even though it doesn't quite stick the landing in the end,
the ending,
like the ending, okay, the ending isn't great, but everything beforehand is so good that I could actually forgive the ending, because the movie before that ending is so terrifying. It's so suspenseful. There is actually a scene in the movie. I remember when I first saw this in theaters, I legit held my breath in the movie theater because I was so fucking terrified of what was going on, and how this movie is able to keep that one-shot take gimmick, because the movie is, it does the whole real-time thing gimmick, but this does it so well though. And I remember there's actually a couple of scenes where I was like, let's just like, don't fucking move, don't fucking move, don't fucking move. And then as soon as you hear everything going on, you're just like, get the fuck out of there. But it's
where she's trying to escape through that grill leg, and the guy was coming after. Oh
my god. My heart was. This is not A24. This is. I can't remember.
No, because it would have been absolute shit then.
You get out of here. You get out of here. But I highly enjoyed Silent House. This is a movie where, yes, people will say this movie's ending is terrible. It's like, is there anything else you can say about this movie besides the ending? If that's
sometimes a movie's ending can ruin the entire movie. Look at Nymphomaniac.
That is true. But still, but this is a movie worries for me. Like, everything is so excellent to get up to it. At least I can see what they were trying to do. But with Nymphomaniac, with that ending, it's a slaps you in the face.
That's Lars von Trier for you, because he's a fucking piece of shit asshole. The
thing is, though, with this movie, I didn't feel like I was slapped in the face. I just went, oh.
No,
okay.
It was a slap in the face. It's just like, really? It goes against everything your fucking movie stood for.
Oh,
it's like kiss my ass. Oh, no.
Okay.
Nymphomaniac.
Oh yeah, Nymphomaniac just went like Silent House though. It built up to everything, and we see where it's going. And it's like, oh,
yeah, like, oh, really?
But I didn't hate the ending, but it was
I didn't hate it. But I'm just like, oh, come on now.
This a disappointing ending, but it's not like it didn't stick the landing. It was just like, okay, it could have been done better. But it's like, you know what? Besides the ending, great horror flick, and it takes the gimmick of the real time filming very, very well. And for me, that's why it's my number 4. If you haven't seen Silent House, guys, Silent House, I would say give it a watch. It's a really, really intense horror flick. And if you love one-shot takes like myself, please give it a shot. It didn't get nearly enough attention at all. Like this is actually, if I remember correctly, it's one of the few movies that has an F with cinema score.
It does. I'm just like, really? It's on the same level as Mother? Give me a break.
It's not nearly that bad. All right, guys. So now we're moving on to number 3. Romy, go ahead.
All right, number 3. I really like this filmmaker, and I'm not sure what happened to his latest films. I think it will come out sooner or another, but I don't want to give it away. But let's just say that I pretty much liked every movie he's done, and especially this one. And I know, Austin, you saw this not too long ago, and you really appreciated it. I couldn't believe how good it was, too. Even Richard Roper praised the everlasting shit out of it. Out of the Furnace by Scott Cooper.
That was a really good movie, Out of the Furnace. I was going like, you know what? Scott Cooper, that man does not get enough attention, Scott Cooper.
No, he doesn't. He is, oh man, I love Scott Cooper.
I can't wait for Antlers. I'm so hyped for Antlers.
That's the movie I'm talking about, Antlers. First of all, Woody Harrelson in this movie is menacing.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen him this fucking menacing since probably War of the Planet of the Apes came out afterwards. Natural Born Killers.
Out of the Furnace is a movie. It's like the story isn't the greatest, but the atmosphere, it's just it squeezes the life out of you, the atmosphere. Even the performances will kill you, but in a good way.
Christian Bale is magnificent here.
Oh,
about
he
a
is.
guy,
Yes.
you know, he goes to prison because I don't want to give away too much, but
No.
when he comes back, he realizes what's been going on with his family and friends, especially in the areas that they live in. And one of them involves Woody Harrelson, who's just
Yeah.
man, he's just ruthless. So, and Zoe Saldana is magnificent.
I forgot Zoe
Casey,
Saldana was in this. Yeah.
and Casey Affleck, I think he plays Christian Bale's younger brother.
Yeah, he was great too.
Mm-hmm.
It was
If you
great.
haven't go see this movie, check it out. It is it's really good. I couldn't believe it. So, Out of the Furnace, Scott Cooper, keep making films, man. Cause you're a gem.
By the way, Antlers is going to be coming out in October. From what I know, it's actually coming. It's confirmed to be coming out in October. Cannot fucking wait for that movie.
Yeah, he also did Black Mass, very good movie.
Really enjoyed Black Mass a lot.
Crazy
Crazy Heart. Have not seen
Crazy Heart's terrific,
Great
and
film.
Hostiles. The
Another Christian Bale movie.
yeah,
I hear
That's-
Hostiles was a hard watch, but great.
very. So yeah, Scott Cooper, man. See, I can appreciate indie films. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, I like them.
Uh,
You have popular taste.
Hey,
All
not bad
right.
for casual film fans.
I was gonna say that.
Oh,
No.
for
Yeah,
God's sakes. All right, Lucas, go on
Yes,
with
you
your
had to
review.
make that reference. And my number 3, I believe in Eli. The Eli, Book of Eli is my number 3. You
okay.
guys pretty much have talked a majority about it. I really won't go into too much detail because pretty much I realistically don't have too much else. You guys ever said everything I wanted to say about it. I know there's not much I could do about it, but that's why it's my number 3.
Not
Very
Black
simple.
Mask.
Yeah,
Mask.
Black Mask, guys.
Or the spinoff about Lucas's big asshole, Black Mask.
Alex, number
Go
3.
fuck yourself.
Number
Roman.
3, it's time to get hardcore.
Oh,
Hardcore motherfucking Henry.
Hardcore motherfucking Henry.
Oh, where's Luke Nukem?
Damn
He's gonna
right.
praise you for that.
He's gonna
This
put
movie
carbon
was an
carbon
absolute
nipples.
fun experience. We saw this in D-Box, Austin. Do you remember that experience?
I gotta say, if it wasn't for D-Box, that movie wouldn't have been nearly as enjoyable for me.
It made
Yeah.
it that much better.
The D-Box experience, it made the experience so much better. It really did.
But it's first person. It gets you up close and personal with right behind the guy's eyes.
Up close and personal.
Personal. It's amazing. It's a hilarious film. It's so underrated. It definitely deserves to be higher on Rotten Tomatoes. The fact that it's only
It's at 50, isn't it?
52
Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
should be higher. And the last scene with the rooftop fight scene with "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen. I mean, come on. How can you not beat that?
When he picks up that freaking boulder and he just crushes that dude's head.
Yes. Yes. It's amazing. It's a thrill ride. I gotta say, it's amazing. That's why it's my number 3. Hardcore motherfucking Henry.
Thank you, Victor. I also hated that movie with a passion.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Ready or not?
Here I
Oh
go.
God, I love Ready or Not.
Who can hide? I'm gonna find.
Well, it's kind
I
of hard
was
for you.
waiting for that.
Well, Lucas, it's kind of hard for you to hide when your ass is about as wide as a dump truck.
Oh, for God's sake.
Hey, it's not as wide as Kim Kardashian's though. I will say that.
All right. Number 3, Alex mentioned this earlier. Entourage, my number 3. This is 33%. I don't understand that at all. This movie is so much fun. And yes, many can say this is essentially a 90-minute episode of the show, but I don't mind it whatsoever. I mean, it feels like just a show put into a movie format. That's all it is. So and it goes into Vinny Chase making his directorial debut for Hyde, a more modern version of Jekyll and Hyde, and how it's going over budget. And it's the reason why I preferred Entourage in many ways over Sex and the City. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, especially the
Fuck
sequel.
that song.
Never. I
Fuck that
saw about the first movie. It was just so bad. I heard the sequel was even worse.
Oh, Sex and the
still,
City too. Oh, it's awful.
That's why I heard about it. But with Entourage, the reason why I preferred Entourage is because not only is it a great show. What are you laughing at? Oh, for God's sakes!
Daniel, I want to marry this woman. I want to marry
What'd
this
she
woman
say?
right now. She was ready
Oh.
tonight. Ready tonight. Here I come. I was like, well, more ways than one.
Hey now.
Anyways, as
I
I was
love
saying,
this woman.
Hello.
but with Entourage, this movie, the reason why I preferred Entourage over Sex and the City in many ways is because not only is it a great show about brotherhood, about friendship, but also about these four guys going through the Hollywood system as well, trying
Yeah.
to help each other out. Which is what I loved about the show. The movie does the exact same thing, but they do expand upon certain things. I will say, though, one of the few things I was a big fan of was with what this thing was Sloan and how they're arguing once again, because I thought the show wrapped up that entire thing. And also, I do think there are a little bit too many celebrity cameos, even though that's a big thing that Entourage was known for. But so there were cameos. I was like, okay, but too much. What's up now?
Hector said, Sex and the City is made for Facebook moms to fantasize about the riches they'll never have. That's amazing.
You know, Hector, that is so true. I cannot disagree with you that. But Entourage, it's so much fun. You feel like you're going back with good old friends once again. And you're just going through a joyride through Hollywood, trying to see these guys make a directorial debut. And Ari Gold, once again, there is a scene where he loses his mind in his marriage counseling and his marriage therapy against Haley Joel Osment's character. That monologue he gives, and he calls him a Forrest Gump looking bitch. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The lines of dialogue that Ari Gold has in this movie, I swear to God, Jeremy Piven just nailed that character so well. But even then, Ronda Rousey is surprisingly, she's good in this movie. Surprisingly enough.
Surprisingly, she's a shit actress.
Oh, she is. I really loved everything with drama. Oh my god, when his tape was exposed to the public, that was fucking hilarious. But no, everything is just so well done in this movie. I don't understand how many people hate this movie. It literally is just a feature. It's just essentially a 90-minute episode, but it works with the format. It works with it. But for me, that's my number 3. Now, guys, on to number 2. Roll me.
Number 2, I'm just going to say this. Ready? August 26, 2013.
Oh, really? I know what number 1 is. Roll me. Come on, let's be real here.
That's not number 1.
It's number 2, Mr. Alex Boo. I didn't meant for that to rhyme.
It just happened.
Actually, okay, you know what? Just for Alex, I'll switch it. I'll switch it for Alex.
No, don't for Alex. Hey, no.
Okay, fine. Switch it.
Okay, no, Lucas, seriously. Okay,
Fine,
great.
switch it.
What the
Okay,
hell is
I just
going
lost
on
my
here?
appetite. I can't drink this cranberry juice anymore.
Lucas, what did you do?
What's the
Roman,
point of it?
just for continuity, let's switch it.
Okay, Danielle. Okay, so switch it. All right. My number 2
Now
is Man of Steel.
That's what I thought was number 1, and that for me is my number 2, Man of Steel.
Okay, first of all, folks,
Alex, you just had to get him to switch it.
I didn't say anything.
I'm doing it. Hey, remember? Hey, there's a reason why. 2049. Remember that?
At least I didn't lie.
2049. You remember that?
At least I didn't lie.
Who's a better
Alex.
Putnam? Who's a better Putnam brother because of that? Who's on my side forever now? Ha ha ha! I thought so. Ha, 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 ha.
But at least we could agree Man of Steel fucking rules, though.
Yes.
It's funny how you all Man of Steel. Goddamn right.
Because
So
Man of Steel rules. That's
yes.
why.
The movie has logic. The movie has purpose. There's a explanation for everything that happens in the movie, and that's why I love it. There's logic and common sense. Something that people can't fucking stand about films these days.
Also, one thing I will mention is that did they say this movie has a generic story? What? Generic?
What do you mean generic? I don't get
Like,
it.
I don't get it. Like, I love how they set everything up, how they show Krypton, which Krypton looks amazing in this movie.
They show
by
what
the
Krypton
way.
was like. They show why there's nothing left of it. There shows It explains why Superman went to Earth and why he's very powerful there. And a lot of people are like, oh, Superman wouldn't do this or wouldn't do that. It's his first fucking time fighting. And he's fighting against General Zod and his minions.
He's legitimately learning everything as he's going on. It's not like he has a teacher to tell him what to do.
No shit.
And by the way, Pa Kent, spoiler alert. By the way, if you haven't seen it, guys, please watch Man of Steel. He fucking died.
Yeah, and there's a reason why he couldn't save him. There is reason for everything.
There legitimately is. Although
Jesus
I will say,
Christ.
I do prefer that he dies with cancer to show that he really can't do anything out of his control. But I still dug the reason why he couldn't save him nonetheless.
Because people realistically would be afraid of him.
Yeah, and he was lucky that when he was a teenager that they didn't go out with everybody, because look what happened when he was a teenager. He saved everyone on the bus.
Yeah.
And look what, he was lucky that all those kids didn't gossip about him all the time. He was lucky then.
And that's the reason why when the threat of the world was happening because of Zod, that was the time for him to stand up and showcase who he is. People, the fucking logic is there.
And by the way, Hans Zimmer's music is absolutely incredible in this movie. The main theme is just unbelievable. The score when Krypton is being destroyed, I get chills every time I hear that. And the action in the movie, yes, it's a bit much at times, but here's the thing. It's fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Do you expect them to be hunky dory with their action?
Oh,
and you know, it's like, oh, Superman destroys shit. I was like, obviously, you never seen the animated show. Who he does even more damage, and most of the damage was caused by the terraformer.
Yeah, it was actually.
And in the movie, he was trying to do everything he can to prevent some of the shit, like bringing them up in the air so he can fight them. Jesus H.
But again, here's the thing: it's his first time legitimately fighting people. It's his first time, so of course there's gonna be stuff wrecked, and I do love that ending sequence. But unfortunately, I had to Batman v Superman, which Ultimate Cut is a lot better than theatrical cut. I do have to say. But I love General Zod. Michael Shannon's great as General Zod. I mean, he's terrific as Zod. Even though the whole "I will find him," I just think that you only need to say it once. But it's a great origin story. It really is a great origin story. I don't understand the hate for it.
Because it isn't the Superman movie they were expecting.
That
is why.
And guess what? Even Christopher Nolan himself said, yeah, he knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan even loved it himself. Yeah. But yeah, for me, that's my number 2. Love Man of Steel. I want Henry Cavill to at least be Superman one more time, at least one more time, even though he's gone from what I've been hearing. But if he comes back, I'll be happy. He was back in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which, by the way...
Wait, hold up a second. What? I asked this guy why he's sick of superhero films, and he says, it's not challenging enough for me. It appeals to casuals. Are you fucking serious, dude? Really?
This is what I'll say really quick when it comes to
God damn you, dude.
This is what I'll say really quick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's not do any attacks, but this is what I'll say really quick, guys.
This is the type of people I can't fucking stand.
There's a reason why a lot of people cannot deal with superhero films, because here's the thing. I will not lie, superhero films are a bit oversaturated. When there's good superhero films, though, that's when people seek out other superhero films. When there's too much that aren't so good, you see why. But still, nonetheless, Man of Steel, awesome origin movie. If you haven't seen it, guys, check it out. I saw it 3 times in the theater, and I loved it every time I saw it. That's it. Lucas?
Number 2 for me is one of Ben Affleck's most underrated performances ever, The Accountant.
That's a good pick.
I absolutely love this pick, especially because The Accountant, Ben Affleck's character, actually shows a characteristic of autism in the movie. I think he's Asperger's or OCD in the movie actually displays that. And that's one of the things that drew me in, because I was on a forum for that, reading about it. And The Accountant, the action in this movie is fantastic. Just how Ben Affleck is incredible. And just overall, this is just a fantastic movie. And I really just don't understand why this movie did not get the reception it did. It barely got any attention. It was a financial failure, unfortunately. it is a 52% movie. It is 52%. But if it wasn't for my number one pick, this would be my number one easily, and it's definitely a really good movie. I think we did see this also in a screening. I think it was in that one theater. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I know it. I remember I was holding your seat so you could be.
That's right. I remember that because I was coming from work. But yeah, it was a fantastic movie, and I'm really glad I enjoyed it. I saw it. It was worth seeing in theaters, and I would definitely recommend watching it at home as well. So that's why it's my number 2.
All right, Alex, go ahead.
This is a remake.
Oh, it's a remake.
It is. Came out in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Has a 52% on Rotten Tomatoes. And Lucas, eat my ass.
Eat your ass. No, thank you. I'm not EDP. I'm not
The Lion King.
I love that pick.
Leaving. Fuck you.
Bye-bye.
I love that pick, man. Love that pick.
This is a...
Oh my god.
Yeah, The Lion King. It's a remake, and it's a movie that shows love, hate, loyalty, fear, rejection, foolishness, joy, laughter, and wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Now, I get it. I understand. Be prepared. That was one of the weakest... That was one of the
you know what?
Points, but I gotta say that was
that.
one of the.
I like that part. I actually like that part.
Baby back.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Yeah, I thought it was a really well done film. I honestly think it's one of the better Disney remakes that they've done. It's up there with Jungle Book. It's up there with Beauty and the Beast.
I do have to say, I mean, yes, the movie is the same movie just with a paint job, but I thought it was I so enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. And that's why it's my number 2. I'm done.
That was fucking brilliant.
Lucas, I'm done.
Now it's time to change.
Come home now. What are you doing? I'm done.
All right, guys. Now it is time
You went to go get a whole sandwich.
number 1. All right, guys. Now we are on to our number 1. For all 4 of us, our number 1 most underrated movies of the last decade. Romy, take it away, my friend.
I'm still pissed at you, Alex.
Bite me.
August
26th, 2013. A day that will live in infamy.
Because you and Romy, yeah.
You know why?
August 26th, 2013.
Oh, God.
A day that will live in infamy.
Very.
You know why? Because this guy came into my life.
He did. Folks, they were doing the summer of 2013. And
yep, top 5 most disappointing, the biggest surprise, and the shit stains, yeah.
And they
this
were going
was my surprise.
Their biggest surprise. And the other folks in the crew hated it. And they got up and walked out on him.
I legitimately did because I couldn't believe it.
I got so fucking mad. I was trying everything to get in contact with Alex.
Yeah. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
And I was like, who the fuck is this dipshit? Why does he keep calling me? And he's like, okay, fine. Who are you? Oh.
And that's how. Then you posted your review, and I was like, Austin, read this.
Austin, read this right now.
Oh,
that's how I met Austin.
That's what started.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pain and Gain.
It is Pain and Gain. Yes, folks. Pain and Gain, of course, is based on the Sun Gym Gang.
Sun Gym Gang.
No, this is an actual real story that happened in the middle of 1995, where the Sun Gym Gang was going to an honest God's joke. It's a bunch of dumb meathead bodybuilders dressing up as ninjas.
They're so fucking
Oh my! They're dressing up as ninjas to capture, kidnap, and extort this man for his money because he was a local member at their gym, and they were going to try to get away with it, but they don't because the guy who got extorted hires a private detective played by Ed Harris to seek out the Sun Gym gang and to get redemption. And folks, I'm going to go over some of the criticisms that are such bullshit here.
Yep.
I'm not kidding you. They dress up as ninja.
Pause before you do that.
Oh, go ahead.
I just remember this one scene vividly.
Mm-hmm.
They were robbing the man's house, and he drops the weight on his fucking head.
That part is one of the few times that I laughed. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
The Rock in his
Don't
movie.
call me a fucking amateur.
He's like, dude, I sell a lot of movies. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Folks, Adrian Doorball. Oh, what were the other two guys? Well,
I forgot what their names were.
The Rock, he portrays two characters put together.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
does.
And here's the thing about, here's the biggest common complaint that is bullshit. Oh, the movie makes you sympathize and root for the villains. No, it doesn't.
No, it does
It makes you laugh at them because
They're stupid.
they're stupid. They really were dumb. And guess what? They're on fucking death row in Miami. It only took the court no more than 30 minutes
Daniel
to come
Lugo.
up with a verdict.
Daniel Lugo.
And wasn't that was sympathizing? It just
Daniel
felt,
Lugo, that's his name, Adrian Doorball.
yeah, like I mentioned, it just felt weird watching it. It just felt weird.
And the thing with Michael Bay and the way he presents movies, it fits the tone of this movie.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why it's a dark comedy. Why? A group of bodybuilders who are dumb meathead shitbrains. And this took them multiple tries to kidnap this guy because they kept getting the wrong car and the wrong person wrong. Because that's how stupid they are. Okay?
Retarded.
And they're probably thinking, like, why was there narration? Because it was telling the story from the villain's point of view perspective. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, did they really return the chainsaw with DNA on it? Yes, they did.
Which blows my mind. that
This
they actually
movie,
did.
90 to 95% of what happens is legit true. I've read the whole story. It's identical.
Yep. Almost neck and neck.
I love it when they're part of the neighborhood watch. Mark Wahlberg's being a dick to the kids. And,
Yep.
and then The Rock, he got shot in the toe, right? He shot in the toe. He's like, look at my toe. You can see the bone. He's doing it in front of everybody. And Mark Wahlberg's like, would you shut the fuck up, you idiot?
This, to me, is proof that Michael Bay can make a good film.
Yes, he can. And guess who wrote this movie? Marcus and McFeely.
Yeah.
I love Marcus and McFeely. These are the same people who did Civil War,
Winter
Infinity
Soldier.
War, Winter Soldier, and Endgame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Lucas, you can go ahead with your number one.
Number
That's
one.
number one painting.
Yeah, I'm paying it.
My number one is another film I saw with Austin, and this film blew my fucking mind. How great this film was, and the fact that this was, I think this was a remake, actually.
Oh,
Just the fact that this movie just blew my mind that much is unbelievable, to say the least. Number one is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
really? That's your number one?
Wow.
Yep, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty is my number one.
We drove an hour to get to the screening
Yep.
because we were seeing it a month in advance.
Yep.
Advance.
And boy, was I happy to see this movie.
It was worth the
Holy
drive. It was worth it.
It was fucking worth it, dude. This movie is a visual masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. It's very close to a masterpiece. The story itself is pretty damn good. It's not a perfect story, but it works so goddamn well with the
Was it
story.
fantastic?
It was
Absolutely
unbelievable
fantastic.
how some of these shots were pulled off.
Phenomenal.
You done? Assholes. But anyways, what I was trying to say was how incredible some of these shots in this movie are. It's absolutely insane, some of these shots he's pulled. And the visuals itself, they speak for themselves. This is like watching an actual, because it was based off of the magazine photos, and just how Walter Mitty, just how he gets these shots, and how Walter Mitty just gets these experiences. It's absolutely insane. and just the visuals itself alone are worth seeing. You need to see this movie if you have not seen it yet. It is definitely worth seeing. It's a movie that I think was definitely, it was in my top 10 of the year. I don't think an underrated movie of mine made a top 10, but this was the first to make a top freaking 10. Now it says something.
Yeah.
It freaking says something. That this could be a top 10 movie. And it's a 51% rating. It's unbelievable. But this is a movie you gotta see for yourself. It's worth every.
It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
And yeah, thank you, Austin, for letting me see this. This was incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is why it's my number one. Pure and simple.
Better than 47 Ronin.
Oh, we don't talk about that movie. Such a boring movie. I think that was the last movie that Alex and I saw in 2013.
And it made your list.
It almost made my list, yeah.
It did actually make my dishonorable mentions for the worst movies of that year.
Oh, I thought it made your list.
No, it didn't. It almost did, but not quite. Almost.
My favorite Ben Stiller directed film, easily Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder's fucking.
Yeah, agreed. But Ben Stiller in this movie, my God, he was incredible.
All right. Dodgeball's fucking hilarious. All right, number one. You guys know what this is. I'm just gonna say it. Quote: Alex, don't say it, please. For not.
At least it's not Need for Speed.
Number one. Shut up, crime. Super is my number one. I cannot tell you guys. Story time, really quick. I won't take too long. I promise.
You come out of the closet.
I never gotta fucking say a joke like that. See, when I first heard about this movie, I had seen Slither, and I loved Slither.
Slither is a fun B horror film.
At the moment I heard about this movie, the moment I heard it was by James Gunn, I was like, I need to see this movie right away. I heard it was coming out. I begged my dad. I begged Alex and his dad to take me. So it's like, please, 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 please. When I found it was on VOD, I passed a math test, which you guys know I suck at math big time.
I'm good at math. Austin, I don't know what the fuck.
Romy, if you were my math tutor, you would have probably actually helped me ace math. I'm just saying.
Probably.
Probably.
I would have beat you in the ass with a ruler.
Probably that too. I think I got like a B minus, maybe like a B on my math test. And when I got home that day, I handed dad my test. He's like, you know what? This is your reward. We watched Super that night, and I fell in love with this movie. James Gunn, I don't know what it is with that guy. The way how he writes and directs dark comedy, he does it perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the thing. This movie does have some jarring tonal shifts, but the way that Gunn does it, he does it so well. Like, there are scenes in where it goes from a very serious movie, and then out of nowhere, he punches you in the face with some dark-ass humor, and in particular, the cutting in line scene at the movie theater.
Yeah.
I rewatched this movie recently, and the moment that he bashed that guy's head in, I was in tears. I was laughing so hard.
I'm just like, yeah, Avengers Endgame. That actually happened, remember?
Yes, it does. It does. Rainn Wilson nails the role of the Crimson Bolt. Elliot Page nails it as Libby, as Bolty. The psychopathic character that he plays in this movie is so brilliant, and hearing that laugh every time that they are helping people, I can't stop laughing. I will say, if I had to give one flaw to this movie or two, Elliot Page's character, the way that he dies, I was just like, a bit too much.
That was, yeah.
I mean, the movie is gory itself, but that was
forced and contrived.
It wasn't contrived. I wouldn't say that. It was just like the way how it was done. I just thought, okay, you could have probably cut back on that. And the opening credits have an amazing song, but the opening credits go on for a bit too long. But otherwise, this movie, I'm gonna say this might give me some hate, but I actually like this more than Kick-Ass. I really do. I legitimately do, and I love Kick-Ass. But the way how this movie does everything, the way how this movie essentially, it's almost, the movie has like a very subtle religious undertone to it, but it works for this movie. It's hilarious too. It's hilarious. How it comes to be touched by the finger of God. That sequence was hilarious.
Yeah, we know Lucas has been touched by a finger.
And when he goes out for the first time to wreck
Fuck you, Roy.
people, when he goes out and when he beats up child molesters, he beats up drug dealers, when he beats up those people at first.
I wonder if he got
movie-
an Arcana from one of them.
Oh, for God's sakes. But this movie was shot with a $2 million budget.
Yeah, it was
Made-
very, very cheap.
Made maybe a quarter of that, which is such a shame, man. I want to buy the movie on Blu-ray just to support it, even though it came out over 11 years ago. But this movie, this movie. Even James Gunn himself said that, it's not made for everybody. He really said, "What did you make it for?" I made it for freaks. That's what he said. And I was like, you know what? It works.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. It's hilarious. It's dark as can be, but it works for the movie's tone. It's great action, a great story, great performances, and the way it unfolds in the end when he beats the crap out of Kevin Bacon. It's the greatest thing. I swear, it really is.
Oh God, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's so
Glorious.
great. And again, I'm gonna say this line. I'm gonna give you this one last chance. Of the fucking kindness of my fucking don't fucking touch my car again.
Touch my car again.
And when it's like, Frank, that's not the touching. That's not the kind of touching I was talking about. And when I swear, like the nuances that James Gunn puts this movie, I could praise James Gunn to no end. He's one of my favorite filmmakers out there, one of my favorite writers. Coming for the Suicide Squad.
I know he didn't make the game, but he created the character, Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah,
He wrote the story and the dialogue for that game. He did.
Hell yeah. Great
That game, I love Lollipop Chainsaw. Hey, Microsoft, please make that back compatible with the Series X. I will be so happy because they need to do it. But for me, Super is my number one. If you haven't seen it, guys, I highly recommend it. It's at 49% right now on Rotten Tomatoes, which it's a polarizing movie, which I do understand.
I kind of do, yes.
But still, give it a shot. It's so good. It may not be for everybody, but you need to give at least one shot because this movie, it's something else. It's different, but I love it. It's a trip.
Well,
but
so was Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass was also different too. I mean,
but this movie takes it further though than Kick-Ass, way further.
Way further. Oh my God.
There are sequences where like James Gunn takes it in directions, and I just thought, whoa. But you know what? You got balls, and I respect that. But for
it
me,
works.
It worked. I thought it worked. But guys, that is going to do it for our top 10
We did it.
most underrated movies of the last decade. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Romy, thank you for coming in at the last minute to fill in our guest spot. I really, really appreciate it, buddy. What are you doing?
Oh,
Where are they?
Oh, he's getting up the
Where
phone.
are they?
Well, here's Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Oh, we got another one.
Holy shit!
got
it's
some more.
Me. Yeah, you probably think, well, look at Morton's head is about the size of Lucas's ass. It's gigantic, right? I guess see, that's how big he is sideways.
And
here's Roy. Look how big he is. He's thick,
Right.
Lucas.
Jesus Christ!
And
This
yes,
is Lucas and I. This is Lucas, and this is me.
and yes. By the way, yes, Super is better than Kick-Ass too. That's not even a comparison, right? there.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Mother
otherwise,
Russia.
thank to everybody, Lucas, Alex, Romy,
Hey,
for
I'm glad to
joining
hear.
in this one for the most top 10 underrated. As far as summer movies go, that's going to be streaming on August 31st. I have a couple of people I'm going to be inviting for that list. Well, since you guys didn't watch any movies this year, come on, let's be real here. I have a couple of people in mind that I'm going to invite, so we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much. Look out for videos for my review of Old. That's going to be a good one. Look out for Little Nightmares Part 4 coming out very soon. I just got to record that.
I like that gameplay, by the way. Little Nightmares.
And you saw the Part 3. I appreciate that.
Mhm. That was fun.
And also, I'm just gonna say it's coming next week. Once I have to get it done next week. A review of Heat is coming very soon. One of my favorite movies of all time, right there.
Fucking
But with that being
love
said,
Heat.
guys, thank you all for joining. Look out for my review of Old coming very soon. Until then, see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys.
See you guys later. Stay
Bye
awesome.
bye.
Well, hold
Bye.
up. And remember, kids, if you see someone that hates superhero films and think they're not challenging enough and it appeals to casuals, there's one thing for them you should do. If you see a set of stairs, you know what to do next.
Later, guys.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. I gotta